Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another unit review video, and today the spotlight is on Saias, Bishop of Flame. He's our newest Grand Hero Battle unit, and if you're having problems with his Grand Hero Battle stage, I do have a free to play guide video that may or may not help you. You can find the link to that in the description. Anyways, you know the drill. I'll be going over his stats, default skills, and some builds. I'm going to share some of my insight and opinion, which hopefully will give you an idea on whether or not he's worth promoting to 5 stars or not. So Saias, he's a blue infantry mage. At max level he has 36 HP, 33 attack, 30 speed, 18 defense, 34 resistance, and 151 BST. Okay stats, not bad or great, they're decent for a free to play unit. 33 attack and 30 speed is kinda underwhelming. He's a blue mage, so his main targets are red, and red contains some of the fastest units in the game like Ira, Mia, and Leaf. 30 speed is definitely not enough to double those guys without Swordbreaker or without investing skills dedicated towards increasing his speed. Total physical bulk is 54, which is below average, and his speed is just mediocre, so not a good unit to be tanking physical hits with, which is expected from most mages. Magical bulk is pretty nice though. 34 resistance will be his main stat that you want to revolve your builds around because it's perfect to run ploy abilities with. You can elevate his res even further with Fury. With Fury, he'll hit 37 resistance and he can start inflicting ploy debuffs on mages even. Saias is basically a blue Arvis, so you can almost build him the same as Arvis aside from the pseudo medic builds. As for comparisons, there really are none among infantry blue mages. He actually has a similar stat line to Female Morgan, but Female Morgan is a flyer, so you can't really compare the two. Weapon is War God's Tome. If you're familiar with Arvis, it's exactly the same as Valflame but blue. It's a great weapon because of its versatility. You can think of it as an 18 might weapon because of the -4 resistance debuff. In situations where you run into an arena team that Saias has trouble with, he can still help the team out by inflicting the attack and resistance debuff on the enemy from across the map. It's a weapon that's always going to see some use in most situations. Special is Glacis. Since he has middling speed, I would recommend a lower charge cooldown on him like Iceberg. Escape Route is his B skill. Fury in the A slot would work great with Escape Route because Fury could be used to safely drop Saias down to 50% HP. It's a skill that almost any unit can use. Ultimately, it comes down to the player's playstyle. If you want Saias to become more mobile, to easily position himself to inflict his ploy abilities on the right targets, then keeping Escape Route might be for you. Speed Ploy is his C skill. This is perfect to help his mediocre speed situation, but alone is still not enough for doubling. You would still need to invest a couple more skills for consistent doubles. Anyways, with his weapon equipped, he essentially has 3 ploy abilities in his default set. He has Attack and Res Ploy 2 built into his weapon, then he has Speed Ploy 3. He would be an amazing teammate to have if your team has Gunthra or Leaf. Gunthra's weapon grants her more attack based on total penalties on the foe, so she would get about 17 extra damage, I think, and the increased possibility of doubling. Leaf's weapon requires the enemy to have 5 more defense than their resistance, so the Res Ploy effect will help fulfill that requirement. But I mean, in general, Saias is helpful for most teams out there. Do note that Speed Ploy is unlocked at 4 stars, which is surprising to me. I thought Escape Route would have been the 4-star skill, but that's not the case, and it's great for all of us. So I get the question, hey, who's good with Speed Ploy? Honestly, anyone that can get their resistance to about 33, 34 or above. Speed Ploy doesn't have to benefit the user. If it's helpful for the allies, then go for it. He's a decent free to play unit, provides fair damage, and brings a lot of utility to the table. I definitely don't think he will be good for arena, at least not tier 20 arena. Maybe if you're like tier 19 and below, then he can do some decent work. For PvE, of course he's going to do well there, as well as Arena Assault. If you don't need another blue mage, then following him off for Speed Ploy is reasonable. This is actually the only core set I'll be recommending for Saias. Drawback, Fury, and Speed plus 3 or Defense Ploy in the seal slot. I included Iceberg as a second option for the special because I think the lower cooldown would be better. Fury is the obvious budget A skill because Saias benefits from all the bonus stats, especially speed and resistance. Escape Route is okay, but I think Swordbreaker would be better because, like I said, his main targets are red and he doesn't have the speed to double a lot of the sword units, especially not plus 10 merged ones. If you don't like Escape Route or Swordbreaker, then his B slot is free and flexible. You can do anything you want there. Speed Ploy you keep, and the seal I would recommend Speed plus 3 or Defense Ploy. Speed plus 3 seal for obvious reasons, and Defense Ploy seal if you want him to be able to deploy 4 different stats. There are other generic builds that you can give him like Blade Tome and Raven Tome builds, but they are just not worth it. Alright, if you guys refer to my free to play guides, then this is for you. On my Twitter, I have a list that shows what free-to-play units I consider using and prioritize over others for my free-to-play guide videos. The placements do fluctuate after each Grand Hero battle and Tempest Trials. For example, before the new Grand Hero Battle rotation, I would never consider using Clarice for my videos because her Grand Hero Battle stage hasn't had a rerun in a very long time, so a lot of new players don't have her. But now, because she's part of the rotation, she's back to the tier 1 spot because she's easily acquirable by everyone and anyone. So for Saias, I'm putting him in the first tier called Always Used, at least for now. He'll definitely go down after a month or two until his next rerun. Definitely training his 4-star version to level 40 if you refer to my free-to-play guide videos. We don't have many options for blue mages, there's only Ursula and Oliver. So do I think he's worth promoting to 5 stars? Most definitely. Wargast Tome is a fantastic weapon. It's basically the only reason why anyone would consider using Saias. However, if you do not need any more blue mages, then passing up on the promotion is fine. You can consider foddering him off for speed ploy even. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.